If you or your family picked up a cheap beater gun before the 1980s and left it sitting in the safe, you need to check what it is. Because of sudden import bans and shifting pop culture, some guns bought for pocket change decades ago have completely exploded in value. You might actually be sitting on a gold mine. We are going to look at 10 guns where this exact scenario happened. These were not luxury items when they were first sold. They were common, accessible, and often incredibly cheap. But if you have one in your safe today, the numbers are going to look very different. Number 10. The Russian SKS. You walk into a local hardware store in the late 80s. This is literally a wooden barrel sitting in the middle of the aisle. Inside that barrel are military surplus rifles. In the 1980s and early 90s, local hardware stores famously sold crates of surplus SKS rifles out of barrels for just $69 to $99. Nobody treated them like historical artifacts. They were considered cheap beater guns for plinking or throwing behind the seat of a truck. People bought them simply because the ammunition was cheap and the rifles were practically disposable. But fast forward to today, and the supply of unissued surplus has completely dried up. The days of hardware store bargains are long gone. While heavily used models still circulate, the market for pristine examples has skyrocketed. An all-matching Russian Tula SKS or an early Sino-Soviet model in pristine condition easily commands $800 to $1,500 or more on the collector market. Number 9. Mauser K98K. Imagine buying a piece of authentic World War II history for $30. Decades ago, massive crates of authentic World War II German surplus Mausers were imported and sold for $30 to $50. Because the price was so low, buyers did not respect the history of the rifles. Countless thousands were casually sporterized. Owners chopped the wood down, drilled the metal receivers for scopes, and restocked them into cheap deer rifles. It was a practical choice at the time, but it destroyed the historical value. Because so many original military configurations were destroyed, finding one that survived untouched is incredibly difficult. An intact matching numbers World War II era K98K bearing original proof marks is now a premium collector piece. Today, depending on the specific factory code and the year it was manufactured, they routinely fetch $1,500 to $3,000 or more. Number 8. Franchi SPAS-12. Some firearms become valuable because of their military history, but others become legendary strictly because of Hollywood. The Franchi SPAS-12 is a massive, imposing combat shotgun that was imported throughout the 1980s for around $400 to $500. It was a heavy, complex dual-mode shotgun that could switch between pump action and semi-automatic firing. But what truly cemented its legacy was pop culture. It gained pop culture immortality in massive movies like The Terminator and Jurassic Park. Everybody wanted the shotgun from the big screen. However, the heavy, complex shotgun was ultimately blocked by the 1989 and 1994 import bans. The supply was permanently cut off. Today, clean examples featuring the original top-folding stock and iconic arm hook sell for $3,500 to $5,000 or more. Number 7. JM stamped Marlin 1894 carbines. Not every valuable firearm on this list is a military import or a movie star. Sometimes value comes entirely from a decline in modern manufacturing quality. Original Marlin lever actions manufactured before the company went through major buyouts and reorganizations feature a highly coveted JM proof mark stamped on the barrel. Hunters bought these for a couple of $100s in the 70s and 80s. They were standard working tools, but those original carbines are now highly sought after, frequently selling for well over $1,200 to $1,800. Their enduring appeal is not just cowboy nostalgia, it is tangible ballistic performance. Pushing .357 Magnum and .44 Magnum rounds out of a 16-inch lever-action carbine barrel allows them to reach velocities of 1,700 or 1,800 plus feet per second. That extra speed transforms standard handgun calibers into highly capable brush hunting rounds. Number 6. Pre-1964 Winchester Model 70. If you talk to traditional hunters, you will eventually hear about the rifleman's rifle. The Winchester Model 70 earned that nickname through decades of flawless performance, but there is a very specific dividing line in its history. Before Winchester altered its manufacturing process in 1964 to cut costs and compete with cheaper alternatives, the Model 70 featured a flawlessly machined receiver and an ultra-reliable controlled round feed mechanism. Shooters trusted that mechanism completely. When the company changed the design to save money, the older models instantly became legendary. If a hunter picked one up in the 1950s for about $120, they made an incredible investment. Today, that same rifle in excellent, unaltered condition commands $1,500 to $5,000, heavily depending relying on the rarity of the caliber. If you're enjoying this look into the hidden history and rising values of classic firearms, make sure to subscribe to Guns You Can't Live Without. That is exactly the kind of history we cover here. Number 5. Steyr AUG A1. The 1980s brought some truly space-age designs to the civilian market. In the 1980s, you could buy a futuristic green stock Steyr AUG, complete with its integrated Swarovski optic, for about $700 to $900. What made the AUG so revolutionary was its bullpup layout. By placing the action and the magazine well behind the trigger, the rifle could fit a standard 20-inch barrel into a highly compact, manageable package. It also featured proprietary translucent polymer waffle magazines and a 1.5 power optic with a unique donut-style reticle. This was a massive advantage when most military rifles still used basic iron sights. It was an expensive modern sporting rifle at the time, but the supply was steady. That all changed overnight when the 1989 import ban was signed. The supply of original Austrian-made civilian AUGs vanished. They were simply no longer allowed in the country. The people who already owned one suddenly held a very rare piece of hardware. Today, genuine pre-ban Austrian AUGs with the original roller-equipped bolt carriers fetch $4,000 to $7,000. Number 4. Belgian FN FAL. When the AUG looked like the future, the Belgian FN FAL was deeply rooted in the harsh realities of the Cold War. Universally known as the right arm of the free world, original factory-produced Belgian FN FALs were imported for around $600 to $800 before the legislative hammer dropped. These were incredible battle rifles, but the military pedigree made them a target for legislation. Due to strict import bans that restricted these rifles, original Fabrique Nationale pre-ban imports now sit at the absolute apex of Cold War collecting. They are the centerpiece of many high-end collections. Finding one is hard enough, but finding the rarest configurations requires serious funding. Finding the original G-Series or 50.63 paratrooper model will set a buyer back $5,000 to $8,000 or more. Number 3. Heckler & Koch HK94 and HK91. In the mid-1980s, the HK94 sat on the gun store shelves for about $650. This was the civilian, semi-auto version of the world-famous MP5. Today, they are universally considered the holy grail of 9mm carbines. The massive jump in value comes down to extremely specific legislation and demand. Because they are considered the ultimate, perfectly spec'd host guns for registered, transferable full-auto sears, original German-made pre-ban HK94s pull $6,000 to $10,000 or more. People who own highly regulated auto sears want the most authentic host possible. And it was not just the 9mm versions that exploded in price. The larger 7.62 by 51mm HK91 followed a very similar, wildly lucrative trajectory. Number 2. Colt Python Original Series. We have talked a lot about rifles and shotguns, but certain revolvers have their own royalty. The original snake guns built through the 1960s, 70s, and 80s were renowned for their meticulous hand-fitted actions and mirror-like royal blue finish. Back then, they were bought for $250 to $400. They were luxury revolvers for the era, but that price is absolutely nothing compared to modern prices. Eventually, Colt decided to stop building them the old way. Since Colt discontinued the original production run, values have skyrocketed. Pristine pre-1990 Pythons with their original boxes now routinely cross $3,000 to $6,000 mark, but if you happen to have one of the exceptionally rare barrel lengths, they easily fetch 5 figures at auction. Number 1. Pre-ban Chinese AK-47s. That brings us to the ultimate example of a cheap plinker turning into a massive payout. In the 1980s, Chinese AK variants like the Polytech Legend and Norinco Type 56 were heavily imported and considered cheap plinkers. They were often selling for $250 to $350. Because the supply was so huge, nobody thought they would ever be rare. But when the 1989 executive order explicitly banned the import of non-sporting firearms, these early milled and stamped AKs became finite commodities. No more were coming in. Shooters slowly realized how well built they actually were. Prized for their heavy receivers, exceptional bluing, and smooth actions, a pristine Polytech Legend or underfolder can effortlessly command $3,500 to $6,000 today. The massive leap from a $200 range toy to a $6,000 collector piece cements it as one of the greatest accidental investments in firearms history. Subscribe to Guns You Can't Live Without, and I will see you in the next one.